I am in Orlando, Florida, checking out the Mecum summer event. And man, it is summer because it's hotter than I don't know what over here in Orlando, Florida. But listen, I'll tell you what, this event is smaller than the Mecum auction that we go to in January. And hey, that's a good thing because I gotta be honest, I'm about to melt over here. But listen, I'm still having a great time checking out some cars. You know, the quality of the cars here at this auction are amazing. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know, but I think they're a little better than the winter auction. And we're having a great time. Me and my co-conspirator, Brother Ronnie Fox, are having a great time over here checking out these cars. And I hope you enjoy some of this unique and nice stuff. And we got a 1950 Dodge custom pickup truck. Man, this thing is looking great with that patina. People have preserved the patina and it looks nice. I love when it has some little business writing on the side, you know, advertisement for the business. The interior is looking pretty nice on this truck as well. And man, it's going up for auction today. We're here on a Friday. Today's the day. I love the hood ornament and the Dodge written on the front of it. It's pretty awesome. Chevrolet 1968 C10 drag van. Man, the colors on this thing are awesome. I don't know if you can see that metal flake, but that is shining. Check that out, full roll cage and custom steering wheel. That is amazing. Got them giant meats on the back. Hey, side pipes. Gotta love the side pipes, right? That thing's gonna throw some flames, I bet you. And a wheelie bar on the back. See, that tells the story right there. This thing will go fast down the speedway because it goes so fast that when it takes off, it might do a little wheel spin. Might do a little wheelie, I should say. Little stand on the rear tires. I fully expect that to happen. Got a wing on the back. You know, I don't think I've ever seen a van like this before, but it is seriously cool. People, I gotta tell you about this 2021 4500 Silverado HD. Man, this thing is a custom truck lifted up high. I'm not even sure how I would get into this truck. Oh my goodness. But you know what's crazy about it? This thing has a 19,000 watt sound system in it. Tower speakers, 18-inch subwoofers. I cannot even imagine what kind of sound this baby makes. It's got a little custom pickup bed on the back of it, which is cool. But you can see some of that sound system right there peeking at you through that glass. Oh my gosh. That's amazing, isn't it? The wheels and tires, I mean, these are massive, almost semi-truck size. Well, they are kind of semi-truck sized tires on this thing. Even got a little hitch on it. I'm telling you, there's some big money going on right here, people. It says mo money. I agree. Mo money, mo money, mo money. This is a 1951 Chevrolet 3100 Pro Street Rod. Hey, what makes it a Pro Street Rod? It's got some HPs under the hood. Horsepower, that is. Man, it's got some tires on the back that'll lay down some rubber, get some traction on the track. Gas tank in the back here. And that bed custom made to house those extremely wide tires. I tell you what, this thing's cool. Let's get a look at them tires from the back. Oh my goodness. I don't even know. I don't even know. I just know that it's pretty awesome. I love the color of it too. The black and lime green is killing it. With 177 cubic inches of 4-cylinder power, 2-speed planetary gearbox in this baby. Black on black, if you can imagine. This 1923 Ford Model T Roadster is shining in the Florida heat today. I gotta tell you, friends, it is so stinking hot in Florida that I don't even know what to do. Then 5 years later, Ford made this car. And what a big difference. This is a 28 Ford Model A Phaeton, and it looks 100% different from the Model T that I just showed you a minute ago. Huge differences. One looks like a horseless carriage, really. Let's get a look at it. And this one looks like it's the car age has come to be. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Still pretty plain on the inside, but you know, this was the 20s. That's just the way it was. '53 Chevrolet Corvette replica. Let me tell you something. If you like your metal flake, you're gonna like this car because it is flaking like you would not believe. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but it's got killer metal flake paint. That means that during the painting process, they literally drop some metal in the paint, little slivers of metal, little chips of metal to make it look like this. 1972 Javelin. You ain't gonna believe it. This thing's got a Hemi in it with 900 horsepower. Get that. Unstinking believable. Nice plaid interior. I love how those seats have that button tufting with like grommets, like metal grommets. It's very cool. Nice car. What's striking about it is the color. I mean, it's unbelievable what this car looks like in person. I'm not sure it's coming out on this video, but oh, it looks great. Little tailpipe action coming out the side here. And Mr. Red, White, and Blue right there is what I'm talking about. Brother Fox and I were just taking a look at these 1920 and 1927 Model Ts and looking at the differences. Brother Fox was pointing out a few things like the fenders and how they were made. The fenders on this 1920 version, they look a little bit rough and, you know, just punched out in a factory in a hurry. And as time went on, they smoothed the process, and these fenders are much nicer. Wheels, wooden spoke wheels back in 1920 versus 27 with the metal spoke wheels. The wheels were also a little bit wider tires, and just a lot of improvements as time went on. You know, Henry Ford, he didn't want to stop making this car. They did make the new version, which I showed a little while ago, but this was the end of the line for the Model T right here, the 27 model. And, you know, very rudimentary cars even so, but you can definitely tell how they made improvements over the years and made these cars better as time went on. You know, technology just keeps moving on, and car companies innovate and make something that the customer is going to like for the new year. It makes customers want to buy the new car, right? You know, your old car gets worn out, but, you know, it's also a style thing and functionality that you're looking for improvements in, not just having a new car. These two cars right here are exemplary of that. 7 years apart and just massive improvements. People, I am standing right in the middle of Ferrari Row at the Mecum auctions in Orlando, Florida. And man, these things are super cool, but I'm gonna tell you, when I get to the end over here, you're gonna find the prettiest one of them all. A Ferrari 296 GTS. And I love the blue stripes on this car. The interior is killer as well. 1995 Honda. This is what you call a JDM. Now look at here. JDM, for those of you who don't know, doesn't mean Jesus, the devil, and mama. No, that is Japanese domestic market. So this vehicle was originally intended to be only in Japan. Somebody brought it over here and they're using it in the United States now. But it has that right-hand drive, which, you know, it's not gonna work very well on the streets of America. But man, there is a rabid following of JDM vehicles. Let's take a look inside if this baby's open. Yep, it is. Wow. It's just backwards. How do you drive this thing? The pedals are in the correct configuration that we expect. Accelerator on the right, clutch on the left. Gear shift, though, is shifted by the left hand versus the right hand in American domestic cars for United States. 1994 Honda Today Porsche hatchback. You know, I really don't know if I'm saying that right, but what this is another one of those JDM. Yeah, Jesus. No, hang on a minute. Japanese domestic market. There we go. I'll get the right words out here in a minute. But that's what this baby is right here, is a Japanese JDM, Japanese domestic market. And once again, they're driving on the wrong side. I just don't know. I don't know what to say about that.
I'm going to do the 15 pounds of 15 bid, 22 bid, 2, 5, 25 down, and 30 bid, I'm going to do the 30, I'm going to do the 30 bid, I'm going to do the 27 pounds of bid, and get 30 bid, 30 pounds of bid, 30 pounds of solid, I'm going to do the 7, I'm going to do the 30, probably about 30 back there, and 30 pounds of bid, I'm going to do the 27, 30 pounds of bid, and 30 down, I'm going to do the 30 bid, I'm going to do the 30 down, 7, I'm going to do the 30 pounds up, and I'm going to do the 30, you're going to get 20 pounds of bid, 27, 20 pounds of car block, 27, 20 pounds of bid, 9, 8 bid, 29, 8 bid, 22, and I'm going to do the 2, down 2, folks, we're going to close at 1 and 30, close at 30, shows $75,000 up here.
Here we got a 1959 Grand Wagon by Ford. The mirrors underneath the hood show the engine in its full glory. That's what I'm talking about. The interior is really pretty too. These boys are fired up over here, ready to go, man. They're all fired up. You can hear them revving them motors, baby. Looking good, I tell you what. Woo! Got us a nice Camaro right here, sounding pretty good. I love it. Yeah, man, heading in to be auctioned off on the block. You know, I was at the AACA Museum last week or two. Saw a bunch of station wagons over here. Here's a Country Squire, man. This thing is pretty nice. Got a little woody looking action on it. And it's a pretty good representation of the Ford here. 1966 model is what that might be. Nice. You know, back in the late 90s and 2000s, I was a massive Jeff Gordon fan. I liked the guys driving. He was hot, man, hot to trot on that racetrack. This right here would be a 2001 Monte Carlo, complete with the flame scheme. You know, when you talk about cool, there's cool and then there's uber cool. That would be this 1973 International 1210 pickup. Looks like it was owned by Evel Knievel himself, man. I gotta tell you. Evel Knievel's a little bit before my time. you know, as a kid, but gee whiz, that's some killer stuff going on here with this International. Color me lucky.